The problem is that sounds like a superhero, and
It does.
It also
really does.
sounds super fucking high school
And not
cringe.
like an A-lister either. Like, this is like a C or D-lister who thinks he's hot shit and is constantly getting in over his head.
It sounds like a sidekick to Blue Beetle, honestly. And the fact that none of you know Blue Beetle is exactly the point.
We know Blue Beetle.
Blue
It's awesome.
Beetle and Booster Gold are my favorite team, so fuck you for thinking I don't know who they are.
I know
In fact,
it
I know
exists.
I know all three Blue Beetles. So
Well, you're a fucking nerd.
yes, I am. And there it is on the.
And I'm an endpoint who just really likes the fucking Spectre, so.
There it is on the suggested names for a spaceship on the name generator, Cloudburst.
See, it is portend by God itself.
yeah, I mean, I went through quite a bit, and I got like 2 out of that thing.
Yeah.
So I guess we're going Cloudburst, and then fuck it. What was the other one, Flux?
Typhoon?
Yeah, the other one was Typhoon. I don't think that works as like a low.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
As an
the
inconspicuous
Cloudburst,
name.
also known as the Typhoon, the almost similarly named thing.
Yeah, Cloudburst works.
Galaxy Messenger, I think.
Yeah, Galaxy Messenger works for a low
Yeah.
inconspicuous name.
All right, Galaxy Messenger will be the backup, and then Cloudburst will be the actual name.
Mm-hmm. Sounds
Is
good.
everybody okay with that?
I like
Honestly, if you switch it, I like it the other way around, but I'm outvoted, so it's fine.
So soon or later, we will see the Cloudburst in our ship list.
Yeah, later is what we can beat.
Just watch R2D20 will one day take the ship list and kind of make it all binary. All the names are binary.
I'm honestly kind of down for the idea of the disguised transponder name triggering a fucking virus. I love that.
It's not
I
something
don't know how
you can do.
big viruses are in Star Wars.
Yeah, and again, that's not something you can do, dude.
Yeah.
I made a joke about SQL injection. That's something on the computer on the other side's end. I got to download something through a transponder.
I'm so given the fucking duck virus.
Right.
So
Put
we
our
are
characters on the ship where we think we are.
We're currently taking Hiram to.
Yeah, Harriman's assistant are.
They were gonna get on the ship. And we weren't technically on the ship yet, so I don't know. Where's my fucking character? There's my character.
For now.
Go. There you go, play. Good play.
God damn it, I forgot how to put a token on the fucking thing.
Just
Fucking
drag. Yeah, just drag it.
You should have to click on the name part, not the icon part.
That's why. I was trying to drag the icon.
Yeah. Dragging the icons for like moving its place in the list, and then dragging the names for like pulling it off of the list and off. Why these are two separate places you have to click? I don't really know. I feel like you could do both with either, but what do I know? I don't program shit.
So our ship has the new ship smell still, right?
And yeah, whatever the equivalent of that is, yeah.
Okay.
A little lived in now, because I mean you had the thing for the entirety of the trip over here.
A little bit, not a lot. Boxes are still unpacked and shit. I don't know. Oh.
Yeah, there's boxes of all of your like carry on your backworldly possessions.
Yeah. We kind of emptied out the storage hold.
Yeah. If anything, this ship is a lot more empty than this map would lead one to believe. Like you have your stacks of like provision boxes and shit, but like this is like fresh apartment you just moved in with like no furniture.
Oh no, the ship comes equipped with.
Yeah, no, it comes equipped with like the basic furniture and stuff. But I mean, yeah. Like you don't have just like random shit lying around or like personal possessions lying around.
Yeah.
Outside of like maybe like your immediate living areas, you might have like a handful of like your personal effects, but like none of you really owns anything besides just like your equipment. So
Pretty
Yep.
much.
I don't see a need for frivolous items.
so
Okay, let's head to Dantooine. And we need to have a crew discussion afterwards.
Yep.
After we get the ship moving.
Yep.
all right, so you take on your passengers, you get complimentary refueling and everything to get going, and you head off toward Dantooine. Incidentally, where do you want to stick your two droids?
That's the bathroom, so no. They should stick in
Maybe
they should be in
engineering?
engineering. Yeah.
That's where I'm going to be spending most of my time. So yeah,
Keeping the B2 positioned outside the passengers' quarters.
I keep like
Yeah.
I think
Ready-
one in the cargo
ready to
bay.
defend.
I think one in the cargo bay would be a nice since the thing is right there. Have one in
well, so one guarding the ramp, one guarding the living area.
yeah.
Yeah, that sounds
Probably.
good.
If you're in transit, there's no reason to really guard the ramp. You might just hang out with Red.
Yeah. Good to go.
We'll
to
show
good.
Hiram and his assistant to the passengers.
Yep.
To the quarters.
There.
Once they're situated, I'm going to round up the rest of the crew. The crew meeting in the lounge.
Oh, the lounge? I thought we were gonna go to the cockpit.
Oh, there's not that much space in there for meeting.
God, the ship's so big.
I mean, I guess there is enough space in there.
Here's chill in the lounge.
Fuck it.
Once you're in hyperspace, it's more or less all automatic anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it's when you go play chess and let the Wookiee win.
Red, you gonna move your character to the lounge?
You want to join us, R2?
where's the lounge?
Number 7.
Where everyone's gathered.
Yeah.
In your central area, Center 7. So, two things. One, up until this point, we've been operating under share rules. So, any money made from an endeavor gets split 4 ways. One share for each member of the crew. Since we're turning this into a more permanent or long-term situation with a ship, we need to start looking in the future. Supposing we add 2 shares to those shares, one for ship upkeep, one for ship improvements. These 2 can be interchanged a bit, but that's the general idea.
That makes
with
sense.
I do not object to this. Most of my money would be going to ship upgrades anyway.
Yeah, because the bigger the ship, the more it's going to cost for upkeeping this thing.
And of course, Flex doesn't understand a word I'm saying.
R2 agrees.
I understand affirmative. Remember?
Yeah.
Lie?
All right.
Agree? Okay. Second bit of business. I know you're all insistent on this Rebel Alliance idea, but I'd be remiss if I didn't bring up other opportunities for income. You can easily get as much money just bringing these 2 to the Empire and letting them know where this Rebel Alliance is meeting.
I would be against that. Very much so.
Jin? R2?
Fuck the
Sounds good.
Empire.
Okay, Carrie, are you distracted?
Uh,
Carrie, what's going on, dude? Because hello?
can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, that's the problem. Carrie?
Just
Yes.
ask, do you want to turn over the location of the Rebel High Command and your 2 passengers to the Empire? And you're like, yeah, okay.
Wait, sorry. No.
No. Okay.
There we go.
This is an interesting deadlock we got going on. I hadn't actually planned for this eventuality, because I wasn't expecting it so soon. Okay, here we go.
Well, that's what I expected, but wanted to bring it up. Okay, that's it for the meeting then.
Gil, can I see you? Maybe somewhere more private. for a
Yeah,
bit.
sure. I'm gonna head to the captain's quarters.
If we're going to do this, I understand you have revelations, but
Revelations, huh?
no, you know what I'm
I
trying
know
to.
what he meant. I speak Neo.
In this is going to get riskier. Is there a reason why you won't let me help you sometimes?
Do I need a reason to not have you in my head? You can only dream of that, and you take it as a right to be in there.
No, Is there a way I can assure you that if I try to say guide your shot once or a while, I am not doing anything to harm you or
No, Jedi. There's no way you can gain my trust. Your order had that once. They lost that. You're not getting it back.
okay. I hope that doesn't come a point where this bites us, but I will respect your wishes. See myself out.
Okay.
I'm gonna head to the. I said, technically, the gunner area is supposed to be right there from everything I've seen in the ship.
Yeah, it's like a upward turret thing, or down. Looks like on there.
Is there like a turret also on the bottom of this ship, I think?
There can be. There's not right now.
Okay.
We can also equip a gun in other places, but right now we only have a single cannon on the top. That's one of the things we need to get squared away when we can.
Alrighty.
The big gun, don't get me wrong, it's does some massive damage, but it's one gun.
And more gun is better.
Yes. More DACA.
Well, Bly was gonna ask. Bly asked. Got my answer. Do we need to do anything special?
We
How
were,
long is
just
it gonna
told,
take?
we were just told to head up there.
I think all we have to do is just head to Dantooine.
They weren't given any.
You're just
codes
going to
at all.
that.
No, I mean, how long is it gonna take? That sort of thing.
Let us. Let's go to the map.
Also, can I like put a couch in this room since I'm gonna be spending most of my time in it? Like,
You have the couch in the corner.
There's a couch.
yeah, no, I mean, I kind of wanna do I kind of want the Family Guy sketch where they pull a sofa and they're just flying and fucking shooting off of a sofa.
Yeah. I mean, there's also the passenger, the crew quarters. There's bunk beds in there.
Tatooine is fuck up there. All the way down here. So I'm going to say that you have a 2 hyperdrive.
Sorry, what did you say, Civic?
I think you have a class 2 hyperdrive now.
Yes.
Ship.
Correct.
So let's see. Shave a little time off of that. But I'm going to say it's going to take you about 2.5 weeks to get there.
Do we have any sort of business on the way? I don't think so.
None that you don't make yourselves.
Oh, that's what I'm asking. If anybody has any sort of business at any of these planets on the way.
We can make a nice stop over in Mandalore. I'm sure there's some side quests there.
Stop off at Mandel. So I need to talk to Mandel's Motors and Mandel Shipyards right the fuck now. Why? I got business.
I've got coin and I need upgrades now.
I need one of those fancy railguns you make.
I'm gonna continue my training.
I need one of those cloaking devices you sold the timers on.
I'm gonna continue my dual wheel training and things like that in the cargo bay. If that's it for me for the 2 weeks. Maybe do the standard if someone wants to try and learn, like Kiri has been every
Yeah.
once in a while. But
I think we got time to kill, so trying to learn.
who knows? Doing anything?
This is going to inspect the ship and mostly relax.
Yeah, same. Just gonna.
Yeah, I was about. That's what I
Do
was
stuff.
hitting at. Doesn't Red need to do some computer checks to be more familiar with the ship or something?
Yeah, I guess I could.
Yeah, he does. He could do it.
Yeah, I probably should do that. Let's see. Use computer. And there. Oh. I'm not sure
Most
about
likely
that
by the
third
time
one.
you get there.
I'm not sure that third one made it.
Look, you're on good terms, computer, but you're not quite all the way there. It's new and unsure of you,
There we go.
and then you swoop it off its feet. Okay, the computer's like, I want to take it slow. And you're like, maybe let's go get some chicken.
I like chicken.
He's like, damn, I thought you had to say. All right, so you have your relation fully with the computer. So you get all the benefits of that, like with the old chip.
Yay.
Anything anyone else wanted to do, or are we just going to cut to our arrival at Dantooine?
Does anything happen on the way?
Yeah, I was gonna ask. Does he come around to talk to any of us? Like this time, he.
No, he certainly spends a lot of time discussing things with his assistant in the passenger quarters. You kind of get the impression that this time he kind of brought work with him, which is why the assistant's here. But like, certainly, if any of you want to try and like him, I mean, like he kind of comes out once in a while to like partake of the provisions. So I assume you're feeding him.
Yes.
So he comes out to eat every now and then, but that's he doesn't really intrude without an invitation.
Okay.
As long as none of you are actively like inviting him to come and have a conversation, he's just going to mind his own business.
I don't have anything to discuss yet.
At best, it'd probably just be like simple, like hello, good mornings type things if we walk by each other in the halls.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Kind of keeps up small talk.
That sort of
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, this man is too polite to just randomly start asking probing questions unless he's been invited to do so. He's certainly a little less what's quite the word?
Apprehensive?
Yeah, apprehensive or rigid. As last time he was very clearly going out of his way to be as unintrusive as possible. Whereas this time he seems much more comfortable venturing out whenever he does something.
Okay.
You get the impression that he's definitely warmed up to you as a lot more since the last time you transported him, or possibly because of the last time you transported him. You'd have to ask him to find out. You really don't know. Yes, he's definitely more personable.
I'm not hiding the fact that I'm training with the lightsabers at all. There's a moment where he comes around while I'm
Yeah, he
doing
might
that?
see you training at some point, but isn't really like. I mean, again, he's going out of his way not to pry, so he might still just be like, "Oh, hello," and like, as he walks by you while you're just like sitting there meditating, floating in the air or something. Yeah.
Roll a d20. If you get a 1, you cut him down.
He becomes far stronger than you could possibly imagine.
You just hear from the cargo bay, "Oh God! Why did you walk there?"
So we're 50 training droids now.
Okay. No, that's fine then.
Yeah, no. He is aware fully that you are a Jedi, and he is not prying on that.
Okay. I was trying to find out if he was. If he was, I might have said something. If he's not, then it's fine for now.
Yeah, no, the solution of the kind of person he's not going to be the first one to make sort of a social move like that,
Okay.
unless you have a much deeper sort of working or personal relationship than you currently.
Fair enough. All right.
The players here. And let's take you to lovely, lovely Tatooine, full of endless plains of fuck all, dotted with farms.
And apparently a panel from one of the comics.
Yes.
Fair enough.
So you arrive at Tatooine, which doesn't seem too out of the ordinary. However, now that you are in system and connected to the planetary information network, when you start trying to see if there's anywhere available to land or anything like that, you do get a page simply asking, is this ship owned by the former owners of the Printer's Pride?
Affirmative.
Your communications, fucking co-pilot and pilot.
Yep.
I reply, affirmative.
I got a message for you from someone here. I got some landing coordinates for you. They said they'd explain when you get there.
Alrighty.
Okay.
And,
They give you landing coordinates.
and I follow them.
Okay. As you come into the atmosphere and fly over the planet, you go over some of the aforementioned farms dotting the otherwise unremarkable landscape of meadow, plains, and rolling hills. As you come to the coordinates, you do pass over what appears to be a set of old ruins, and then a few kilometers past that, what seems to be a hastily constructed, prefabricated base buzzing with activity, and there seems to be just like fighters and starships just kind of haphazardly all around inside and outside of the overall compound.
Okay.
And you get raised on the on your communications by this facility. It says, "All right, who are you?"
We're the crew of the former Fincher's Pride.
Oh, you're the guys Warren's waiting for. Just land wherever. We still kind of sorting that out.
Alrighty.
Big building in the middle when you get here.
Bunch of Outer Rim hillbillies are.
So, Nick, I have a question to make.
Yeah.
This photo in the upper right-hand corner here, that's from the fucking first MMO, isn't it?
And that's from
Yes, that is the only known photo of Dantooine base. Is the
That's
fucking
so.
is Star Wars Galaxy. Is the only place it has ever been shown.
I thought so, because it's like, wait a second, I remember playing that on Star Wars
I
Galaxy.
spent an hour on Google Images trying to find any other picture of Dantooine base.
God damn it.
And it's just different angled screenshots of this fucking base.
Okay. It was driving me nuts. I was like, wait a second.
Glenn?
Alright, so you go ahead and find yourselves a place to land.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, you land, and
I'm making one adjustment to my character.
Okay.
I'm gonna have one of my lightsabers visible.
okay.
Don't let this go to your head, Jedi.
I'm not. I want to see reactions.
You want to see if you'll be making our lives miserable, huh?
If you guys don't want it, I will put it back in
Decisions,
the
just
pinhole.
be aware.
Okay.
I'm gonna have my rifle out.
Are you going to have the lightsaber visible or not then?
If the crew doesn't, if the rest of the crew doesn't want it, I'll hide it. But
Let's at least get feel for it first.
fair enough.
Okay. Alright, so you're fully landed. no one really seems to be bothering you. Like there's certainly not like a standard like starport procedure of anyone like coming up to start servicing the ship and refueling it or anything. It does very much seem to be like there's a bit of a organizational setup still going on. And you're just, I guess on your landing there.
Yep.
You were told that they're expecting you at the central building of the encampment. If you want to make your way there.
Well, I'll go inform Doss and we'll head there.
Yep.
Okay. So Hiram and his assistant come with you. And you all head to the central location. As you walk by, you see a lot of different people of no real sort of uniform look to them. Everything from what looks to be just sort of independent traders and local farmers to people in a handful of different kinds of uniforms. Like there seems to be more than one sort of military group running around doing stuff kind of in their own little clumps. With like sort of people running in between them occasionally, kind of delivering messages.
I got to. I'm going to do it. I'm going to roll use the force while we're walking. Do I sense anyone else around me that has of the force?
A moment.
Within 100 kilometers, it says. Make a DC 15 check.
Yes. Well,
I know whether I've met them before or not, and if they're another force user. That's about it.
okay. Do you know if that has any kind of actual like opposed thing? Like I've kind of just been making one up, but I don't know if there actually is a.
You've met within range. If she equals or exceeds your use, someone could try to sense it and try to block it. And if they make a use of force check, if they exceed it or equal it, I can't see their presence.
The fuck game.
But
Just the idea of a DC 15. I know where any force users are in 100 kilometers.
Yeah, that's why I'm
55
double-checking this.
miles of force users. DC 15.
How much was your checking? Was your total?
23.
23?
I got a 23.
Son of a bitch. I only do on this, so yeah, you do sense there's a force user.
What did you roll? I'm curious.
I rolled a 2.
I rolled a 5.
Grabbed one of my d20s that was sat next to me because I hate having to do all the fucking type in to do the secret roll thing, so I just roll d20s myself. And I rolled the 2, and I just kind of stared at it. I'm like, how much is this use the force check? Let me pull up the stat block real quick. Oh, that much, huh? Alright, I guess you just make that.
What's I get their approximate distance and direction.
That's a lot of points in that.
His approximate distance and direction appears to be roughly where you're going.
Okay. Good. I'll keep that in mind.
Alright, anyone else want to do anything else?
Can't really
David turns Rhode Island, the state of Rhode Island.
I didn't realize it was fucking 100 kilometers.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was 100 either.
Yeah, I've been operating the assumption that that's been a much smaller radius whenever you've asked for it, but
I keep
but I
saying
don't know how
100
big that is.
kilometers each time. I think because it's also supposed to be used if you're on a ship and other people are in ships, so they wanted to make it a nice range. But it is a little ridiculous when you think on planet surface, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wait, I cannot fail the DC 15.
What else? What else do you sense about it besides the distance again?
If I met them or not.
You don't believe that you've met this person.
Okay.
So
Essentially, I get their
it's not a familiar feeling.
I get their approximate distance, direction, and whether I've met them before or not.
Okay. Anyone else want to do any weird, wacky checks on your way to the central building and discover all sorts of information?
Nah, I'm good.
I shouldn't have had, I guess.
You know what? Galactic lore. What do we know about Dantooine?
I mean, I could just use my my sensor array, but there's no point.
Yes, there are people around us, Red.
Exactly.
Maybe they're ghosts.
Actually, I think there is a Dantooine entry on the Galactic Gazetter.
Oh God, is that why fucking Vader could just tell they were on the Death Star? He's like, hold up,
Yeah.
somebody just got within 100 kilometers of me.
Yeah, that is literally what happened. Is Obi-Wan got on board, was doing a poor job of hiding himself because he was trying to be a distraction.
Yeah.
And Vader was like, hold up, is that fucking Obi-Wan?
Yeah, but like the implication there was that like the two were connected, because they work together. Not that any Jedi can sense 100 kilometers of Force users.
But apparently
I'll
they
be
can.
doing some serious shit to make sure no one's detecting him at all times on Coruscant.
There's some stupid youngling 55 miles that way who has the Force get him.
That's how they find all those younglings. Funny enough, it doesn't seem to be anything for Dantooine on the Galactic Gazetter. So, yeah, Dantooine's mostly a quiet farming world. It used to have a Jedi enclave several thousand years ago that was destroyed and rebuilt several times over the past few thousand years until eventually about 1,500 years ago it was just finally just abandoned. They just kind of stopped rebuilding it after like the third time it was destroyed.
Do I know anything more than that with Galactic lore since I was going to also, but I got distracted by laughing?
Most of the same stuff. Just the Dantooine has never been an overly remarkable planet besides having the Enclave. The only time it's ever been a planet of any sort of importance is whenever the Enclave's been active.
Okay. But I know there was an enclave here. I'm definitely going to.
It was destroyed in a number of wars between Jedi and Sith over the years, which you know only by merit of being a Jedi. You have that extra bit of context, the history of it. Every time it was destroyed, it was usually a direct result of attack by the Sith or forces allied with the Sith.
Well, I know where I'm going when I have downtime, but yeah, okay.
Right, so you get to the central building. Seems to be sort of a command hub structure. And inside, you're greeted by the familiar face of Vaughn and the familiar face of someone you've never met before, dressed like a soldier, smoking a death stick, and kind of looks at you. They look at you, and Vaughn smiles and says, "Ah, there you are.
Hey,
I had a feeling you'd be showing up this way sooner or later."
Well, we came as soon as we can, in fact.
Well, this here's my cousin. He kind of winks when he says it. Vaughn. He's retired from the junk business now, and he's back to soldiering. Vaughn just kind of nods and grunts like,
May we present Herman Doss and his companion? How do you pronounce that first name?
Tivith.
yeah, it's just Tim.
Vith.
Hiram and Tep both kind of nod as their names are said. Says, "Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you. The big wigs are waiting for you two. They're further in." He kind of indicates one of the doors. They're currently in some talks, but I know they want to see you as soon as you arrived. Hiram nods again, says thank you, and his assistant carry on deeper into the building. And smile, kind of just continues to smile at you guys. Like, so how was your trip? Saw that new shipping was coming in. Looks really nice.
It's quite nice. Uneventful.
Really nice and very factory.
Yeah, factory won't do you boys much good, I imagine.
We desperately need upgrades.
That the droid is like, upgrades, please, upgrades.
I forgot to drop an icon for it, but Scrap Bucket's there too. Scrap Bucket kind of deeps in the affirmative.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I can imagine. We might be able to get you set up. We don't have a whole lot here, but we can see what we can do for you boys a little later if you're planning on sticking around and helping out.
Well, that seems to be we had a crew meeting, and we seem to be willing to stick around. Still
That's
going to
good.
need to get paid, but
Everybody who works with us.
what?
But again, that's also sort of inherently our
You
problem.
broke.
We're planning to pay everybody.
Yeah.
And we don't have exactly a lot of money. So, that
Well.
brings us to an interesting question of how exactly you'd like to help out. Because we could certainly always use extra fighting hands, but we could also use more sources of income.
Well, we've got a freighter. We've already done one run. What do you guys need delivered?
Well, we're still sorting everything out, but imagine if you just keep doing what you've been doing, and think of us every now and then. We'll be able to accommodate you as we can. I know we got shipments going out to all sorts of places for all sorts of rebellions once we kind of get the logistics planned out there. But right now it's just kind of enough of a mess, just getting this whole thing kind of under a command structure. I don't quite agree exactly who's in charge of what yet.
I'm gonna take Warren to the side. Have you I'm gonna not talk out really out loud, but have you found anyone of my persuasion around here?
Well, you should mention that. One of the folks who was with us at the outset is of your persuasion. He came on board with full company of soldiers. Right now, they're making up the backbone of we got for ground troops that are actual people training, and we're mostly putting them to work training all the volunteers we're getting from all over. But just trying to make do what we can.
I'm trying to see if the person I sense also senses me. I can't tell. I don't think so.
Probably does.
I don't know. There's not really a check for that.
Yeah, there's not really a because it doesn't make sense that they'd be able to conceal themselves from the check if they don't like get a ping, like unless they're like constantly putting out a fuck you.
That's probably the assumption, yes. You're using the Force to mask yourself.
Yeah, fair enough.
That makes perfect sense.
Fair enough. Yeah, no.
So, Warren, do you happen to know who it is that the other Jedi?
Yeah, that'd be Jungle Coda.
Okay. Do I know that name without rolling?
I'll ask you to roll for that name.
Okay.
Out of character, I probably know who that is. Think we do.
I rolled low.
Yes. That's low for you.
Galactic lore.
Now, I might as
It
well
is-
roll it too, even though
I'm actually surprised how many of you are making the basic level of this check. Alright. Those of you who made at least a 15 know just off the top of your head that Coda was a Jedi General in the war who did make it into the news, the Galactic news, quite a bit, simply because he was one of the few Jedi who constantly refused to fight alongside clones. So any victory he got kind of got a little bit of extra press just because it was being won with actual Republic citizens. He always fought alongside the Antarian Rangers from his homeworld.
Okay.
Those of you who rolled over 20 further know that rumors long persisted that Coda was unaccounted for at the end of the Clone Wars. And Kiri, you specifically know that Coda's name has popped up on a number of sort of, let's just say, unlisted news feeds over the years as being rumored to have been responsible for a number of small clandestine sabotage attacks throughout the years on the Empire.
Neat. I inform him of that.
No.
So we got ourselves a war hero. One that did not fight with clones.
He's been fighting the good fight since the fall of the Republic. He didn't take what happened to you Jedi lying down.
Well, I guess I should let him know I exist. Finding a fellow Jedi has been not something I've done in quite some time.
Yeah. Yeah, those BBS boards don't really list the hot Jedis in your area.
I'll warn you, he's not quite the man he used to be. He's I mean, you'll know it when you see him. He doesn't talk about it much, but he's mostly in an advisory capacity these days.
Fair enough. Is there any way to... Feels wrong to interrupt their meeting right now. I assume he's there, from what we know.
I heard he was getting ready to head out to that old Jedi temple, but you might still be in the meeting room if you hang around, or so you might catch him on his way out.
Now I have to use the force checks again. God damn it! Why do I always accidentally close the book and I'm like, please don't let me have to use it again.
You know, I find myself doing that with things all the time because I have so many fucking windows and tabs open where I'll accidentally close something, not thinking about it in the middle of a session. Like just now, when I was telling you guys about Coda, you noticed I paused for a minute. I was talking about he was fighting in the Clone Wars with, I don't have my thing up, and I don't remember what the name of the actual Rangers were.
God damn it!
Hey, let me just say not clones. Pull that up.
Yeah. I don't think there's a use the force ping people. So
Yeah. No, not that I'm aware of off the top of my head.
I think there is, but it's like a power you have to actually buy into.
Use, yeah.
Yeah. Vorn, any idea where he is if he's not in the meeting room?
Well, probably just somewhere around the base.
Okay.
He might be. Actually, no, I don't know. I've seen him in a couple hours now I think about it. Where's the hanger out back?
Here's a good question then. Of the people on this base, are there people with that have a problem with Jedi right now?
Oh, no one's got a problem. Coda's never tried to hide what he is.
Okay.
I don't think he could, even if he wanted to.
Yeah, he could. Sort of.
So
Yeah, you'll kind of notice if you see him.
So technically, there's no duration on this thing. I could still be sensing. Do I know where he is then?
Judging by what you're sensing, he is in the command room.
Oh, okay. Then I'll wait. Well, we're here. Brought Doss. I'm pretty sure we're gonna probably need to bring him back. We don't know for sure yet. What do you need with help right now while we wait?
You can certainly look around. We're still offloading supplies from some of the other freighters that landed. We've got starfighters that we're fixing up. We got a lot of stuff secondhand. kind of operating on the cheap right now, and either people brought stuff with them or we had to buy it used. So, if you get anyone of mechanical persuasion or isn't averse to hard labor, there's plenty to do around here. If you just want to pitch in for a little bit.
Yeah, might as well.
Well,
I give my best approximation of a shrug and chip in. It's like, yeah, it's something to keep me busy.
right.
Well,
Well,
certainly make you plenty of funds around here that help out. Everyone kind of does whatever's needed. No one, like I said, we don't really have a chain of command yet or anything, so it's kind of everyone's kind of expected to be a bit of a jack of all trades around here right now. Just yesterday, I had to fix the plumbing for the 15th time.
Not doing that one. Finger on the nose. Not doing that.
well then, I guess I'm gonna hang around and wait for Coda. But when do you think you can have a job? That you'll start being able to have a job, because if there's not, I don't know.
It depends on the big wigs. That's not really my call anymore.
Fair enough. I guess we just have to wait.
I'll do whatever odd jobs are available right now. While we wait.
I'm
All right,
gonna-
if you want to kill some time, essentially what you can help out with is just either unloading and unloading things from the various transports around. There's also a hangar bay, kind of in its own building, kind of off the back of this one, which currently has a bunch of old starfighters parked in it. Anyone who wants to kind of help out there with just fixing up some of the ones that need fixing, or helping get them all loaded up and ready to go for things. Base defenses are still being set up if anyone wants to kind of help with that. Or you can just kind of hang around here and see how the meeting goes. Did I hear him in the...
I'm gonna go help set up some of the base defenses.
Okay.
Red, are you gonna go help with the ships?
I go help with repairs, yes. I fix things.
Okay. And both Gil and Bly are just going to kind of wait outside the meeting room.
For now, yeah.
Okay. I guess for Red, you can just make like a basic mechanics check, just kind of get an idea of how much you fix over the next like couple hours. And Kiri would be good. I guess you would also be a mechanics check. We'd be on mechanics, right?
Mechanics, I would suspect to be for repairing ships.
No, I mean for you. You have mechanics trained, right?
I don't have training in mechanics, no.
Okay. You can make an untrained check to sort of assist with the installation then. Okay. Red manages to get a few of the Y-Wings and Z-95s they've got lying around, working, as well as some of their traders that broke down. And Kiri has successfully managed to help sort of get some of the wiring laid out for their defense turrets and things. That kills a few hours, and the meeting seems to have come to an end as Kiram and his assistant leave the meeting room with Senator Organa, kind of smiling and talking politely, and kind of just jointly congratulating each other on coming to an agreement about something.
Good news, I hope.
Here responds says, yes, my friends. This here is Senator Bail Organa from Alderaan. He and the other leaders of this movement and I have agreed to combine our forces. The remnants of the separatist movement under my command will assist them with our ships and what's left of our droid forces, what little we have. Though I fear if we're going into any sort of serious fighting with the Empire, those droid forces won't last nearly as long as our ships will, so we'll probably prioritize that as well. We do thank you for arranging this meeting. I believe this group, though they are just starting out and somewhat disorganized, George Organa kind of smiles and shrugs a little. And this is, yes, we are still working out the basics of our arrangements between each other. And then Hiram kind of continues on. But overall, I have good hopes for this alliance. I think if anyone has a chance of toppling this empire, it will be here. This humble beginning.
Oh. We're in.
Okay.
Yeah. We're in. I like it. Sounds like good news. It sounds like no, I'm not saying this out loud, but I essentially Bly's taken back because he was kind of expecting everything to fall apart. All the infighting and everything. And everyone to just kind of be like, nah, and break off. But okay.
It's a matter of being paid for transport.
Kill.
Of course. My assistant will happily transfer the funds to you. And Tibbet comes over with his little pad as usual. And
I assume.
did we agree ahead of time on the payment? I think we did.
No, we really didn't. Unfortunately, we were kind of rushed.
His assistance in upgrading the ship.
Yeah. That essentially was gonna help us upgrade the ship.
Okay. So Tivith comes over. He says, "Tivith here will help work with you on the upgrades to your ship as far as what our budget will allow, and of course he'll also give you just a simple payment of 500 credits for the transport of myself, another 500 for him, on top of whatever assistance we're able to give you and your ship upgrades."
Are you going to be staying long here, or do you need to head back right away?
I believe we'll be staying for a little while to help oversee the cementing of the details, at which point I'll arrange for my own transport from there. Likely we will begin making plans to move at least some of my forces here to help be coordinated.
No. Good to hope. It's good to have hope. Again.
It is indeed.
And they I'm going to politely, essentially, small talk and then break off the conversation. I guess.
Yeah, and as that as he does before I finish speaking with you, the others leave the command room with a number of sort of support staff.
Okay.
And kind of taking up the rear seems to be a gray man in Jedi, sort of a mix of Jedi armor and sort of militia armor, with cloth over his eyes.
Okay. So he's blind?
He's blind.
Okay. How to do this in a way... You know what? Does he have anything on him? Like, anything that looks loose?
I mean, he's got his lightsaber on his side.
Oh, this is so mean. Is there anyone around him?
A couple people, yeah.
Okay. I kind of want to try to move light object because it's a contested. Since it's an item that is acquired, it would be a contested roll, but it'd be enough to show that I was here.
Yeah. If you're thinking about this, he just walked straight up to you.
Oh, okay.
You could say hi.
Yeah,
What about this picture of a hard-ass general dude makes you think I should try to steal his lightsaber?
That's why I think it's a good idea.
He walks right up to you while you're contemplating this. It just says, "Just don't try it, boy."
It's good to see another one still alive.
He just you can actually feel him through the bandage staring at you. Like, did you just use a goddamn euphemism? And he's just like, another Jedi, yes. There's not too many of us around. I understand that. It's been so long that you've met another Jedi that you're just shy or something. Speak up, boy. You're on friends.
I wasn't exactly a social Jedi to begin with, but yeah, it's been a while.
Sounds like your master must have been fun at parties.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah.
He was teaching me how to
shakes his
steer.
head as you say that and says, no social skills and no sense of anything. Okay, we got a lot to teach you, boy.
No, he was too busy teaching me how to be invisible. Yeah, no.
Invisibility's not as useful as only what sarcasm is, boy.
He's got a point.
So
you could be invisible right now and I'd still know you were standing there.
Fair. You didn't try too hard to hide your presence either, so.
I don't need to. Vader isn't anywhere near here.
So, I hear you're going to the old temple.
I was planning to. Places like that tend to attract pests after a while, and pests in places like that don't usually end up too well.
I'd like to join you to see what's there.
And if you want, it'll be easier with someone who can see.
That'd be nice. When do you leave?
I don't know how much time you got. I can leave right now.
Let's go.
Okay. Anyone else doing anything, or are we just gonna have either Neil run off by himself or go grab the group?
Neo is almost giddy. Bly is almost giddy. Bly did not encounter any Jedi, or he essentially went to ground as he was trained and just stayed there until eventually he was on that fucking ship and had to use his powers again.
Might as well grab the group.
Yeah, I would say, I can't send a fucking Gil, but Gil's right there if he wants to join.
You know you have a comlink.
Yeah, I'd say I'm heading out to an old Jedi temple with General Kota. If anybody wants to join.
Thing, but one of my friends is a droid, the other one is like in his head. How am I gonna send them all a psychic message? He said with a fucking phone in his pocket.
I literally keep forgetting about the fucking phones because it's not Star Wars in my head.
It's literally in episode 4. It's the thing they steal off of a guy, like and use to talk to each other on the Death Star, the little fucking like microphone looking thing.
I thought that was attached to the fucking desk. I thought that was
that's wireless. That's comlink, dude.
Oh, okay. No, I've always thought communication in Star Wars.
Big C-3PO's talking into him, and he's like, "Oh no, they're in the trash compactor." Like, that's a comlink, dude.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've always thought it was a fucking thing that's attached to the building or something like that.
No,
the fucking comlink.
they're literally tiny wireless microphones. This like
what you see Secret
the
Service
size
wearing.
of a pocket knife.
Fair enough. Yeah, then I'll use that and tell them what I'm up to. If anyone wants to join.
Might
Okay.
as well. That'd be something interesting in the Jedi Temple.
Okay. It is about 10 kilometers away. So that's either going to be a brisk walk, or you could take your speeder or a ship.
Let's take the
This would be
speeder.
the first time we could take the speeder.
We're taking the speeder.
Gil's gonna stay at the base and arrange work for the group.
Okay.
Okay.
I've already asked, and they said they essentially don't have anything right now, so I'm looking for shit to do.
I mean, you asked one dude.
Yeah, fair enough.
So, you guys are gonna drive out to the Enclave Temple. And when you get there, it's mostly ruins. And
Does it look like the picture, or is it worse?
a bit more. So it's a little more caved in.
Okay.
I think this is an important question. How well did the speeder handle?
Fine.
Good.
Smooth
I
speeder, right?
fixed it. It should be fine.
Yeah. So yeah, you take the speeder over to the temple. You get there. Coda helps you find a way in through one of the many sort of hidden entrances this place seemed to have once had. And you go deep inside, and eventually he gets to a point where he kind of just stops as you're kind of exploring down deep into it. It says, "Yeah, I'm not as young as I used to be. Why don't you guys go on without me from here?"
I unsling my rifle.
Okay. I'm gonna ready my lightsabers and then go ahead.
Check my scanners.
Good.
Okay.
Do I detect anything?
You detect there's a lot of walls around.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
Do we-
it's a cave.
Do we hear anything like
Yeah, can do a
anything
perception
scurrying
check.
or stuff like that?
That's going to be a perception check.
Well, not for me. I have the sensors.
Yeah, you're not sensing anything, Red, and mostly because you are inside the underground part of a temple. There's
The
walls
sensors? The sensors include audio.
Okay. How far and how well does it detect?
100 meters, and I don't know.
Okay.
Uh,
Yes.
fuck, I forgot the name of the fucking book.
Oh no, the sensor's getting more and more broken every time you seem to use it.
Well, it's got audio. I know that.
Yeah, but I'm assuming the audio, like everything else, gets blocked by walls.
It might. Let me just find out.
the droid book, right?
Yeah.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna leave you guys to map in our wonderful split party dungeon crawl.
Yep.
Yeah, that's Flux being Flux.
Honestly, it makes sense for Gil as a character not to want to go into a Jedi temple. So
Plus, we got DM and PC with us.
Okay,
And,
it just gives me a +2 to my perception checks.
Okay. Yeah, make a perception check.
For my rolls, that's what it does. All right.
where are we?
Top right.
In the top right part, right, small area.
Okay.
Assuming the puzzle was working. Okay. All of you can definitely hear something very distant. It seems to be echoing, so it's hard to say how far away it is. But as you go deeper in, you seem to go down a couple more floors, and eventually your sensor does go off as you come down the this last hallway.
What is the lighting, by the way?
Very, very dim. Essentially, low light would be fine.
Okay, so I'm fine.
But essentially, there's still power down here, but it's very poor, and the lighting's barely holding on.
How's everyone else with low light vision?
I can apparently smell everyone just fine, but
Yeah, never heard Kepler get low light vision.
some reason they don't.
Weird, because they're cats.
Yeah, they're cats. You figured they'd have low light vision. I'm just gonna quickly check to make sure I didn't forget to put that in, and that it actually is a thing.
technically everyone has a glow rod if you have a utility belt, by the way. And you should definitely have one considering there's so many on the fucking ship.
Yep.
The one thing I didn't sell, it was all my fucking utility bills.
Build hole, thresh, brash, blah blah blah. Amazingly, no, they don't.
All right, so you're gonna need lights if you're going more than just dim lighting.
I'm going to be using that glow stick.
That's one of the reasons why I wanted to make sure I had that sensor array was for the low light vision.
All right, and you all are gonna have to roll some initiative now. As I get that.
Do this.
Wait, did I give myself dark vision as well? Hold on.
No, I think you gave yourself low light vision because you were debating it at the time, if I remember right.
Well, I could have both. Trying to remember.
No, because you had to buy them individually, if I remember right.
Yeah, I did. I did
Oh,
buy
okay.
them individually,
Okay.
so I have dark vision too.
Well, all right, great. Thanks, game. I fucking hate when you do this shit. No. I'm holding my character. I'm hitting the button. I want it. That's weird. Normally, a little button pops up and says initiative, but I guess not this time.
Oh yes, AutoMap was my other scanner. Okay. Been a while since
I'm
I've
going
looked at my
to
sheet.
zoom in to see what we're actually. Those seem like giant creatures with big.
They're small. They're small sized. They're essentially big angry dogs with horns.
Yep. Alright.
Those are cat hounds.
Those look like something from a video game I have played.
Kotar.
Is it KOTOR?
Most likely.
Yeah, they're from KOTOR. This particular picture's from the MMO, but yeah, the cat hounds were KOTOR.
Yeah, okay, it is from the MMO. Okay.
Yeah, they're from the SWTOR MMO. But they were also in Exile Republic 1, and I believe that the Republic 2 had as well.
Because I did play some of the. I've played both MMOs.
Yeah. Well, we just need red on the initiative.
Oh, sorry. I thought I clicked it.
Yeah,
That would be.
Yeah, you have to touch your
No,
character first.
I
then
know.
click
I
it.
just didn't click.
I had the same problem.
I thought I hit the button and I didn't, because I didn't hit the thingamabob confirming.
Nice fucking roll.
I think it's safe to say you go first.
I only rolled a 9.
No, you rolled a 19.
Oh, I'm scrolled. There we go. Yeah, I did roll a
Yeah.
19. Okay.
If that was a 9, I'd be going.
Yeah,
I'm never going
questioning some
first
shit.
again.
All right,
I was
it
screwed up.
is your turn.
Okay. Well, because if they don't see me and they haven't gone first, they are classified as flatfoot. So
Yeah.
I am going to make my attack with my gun. As soon as I scroll down, there we go. Blaster pistol.
Yeah, no, they're all in range.
I was just curious the distance.
And I don't think that's going to hit.
No, you do just hit.
Oh, wow. Okay. And that's how much
What are you
sneak
targeting?
attack? That one.
Okay.
And hold on. Oh, 2d6. 5 more damage to that.
Okay, that exceeds their threshold and their HP. So that guy is down.
And he's the one that would have gone next.
He is the one that would have gone next.
Oh, I wasn't even looking.
Which brings us to the next guy on the list, who is speed 6.
It was just the closest.
try and run up to get to the stairs, use up both of his actions to move, and it's Wise turn.
What is the structure look like? Like, I mean,
So you're about 10 feet up where you're at. The stairs go off to the sides. Where the actual stairs are here is about 5 feet up from where the Cathhounds are, and then that square is the same level as them.
I meant more. Does it look like if an explosion would go off, this whole place would collapse?
I don't know. You'd have to roll some kind of check for that. I don't know what the check for structural integrity is. It's kind of a weird. What are the knowledge skills? Hang on. That up. That was a question I was not expecting to be asked today. Skills.
Well, Gil's not here, so I was thinking someone needs to throw a grenade.
It would probably be physical sciences.
Yeah, I would assume physical sciences the list.
I don't have that trained. Would I even be allowed to do that in a combat?
No, you are not trained in structural integrity. You don't know if this place would come down if you were to throw a grenade or not.
Right, well, then
I will point out that on the way here, there were plenty of collapsed and caved-in passageways and doorways. So I would suggest erring on the side of caution.
yeah.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
I'm not going to use any of my big AoE powers. I'm just gonna. What's the action again?
Attack?
I'm going to attack, yes, but I'm trying to see. Oh, I do this as a reaction. I'm going to. Wait, does force shield work on like physical attacks? It's a shield rating.
Shields are generally for energy, I think. I don't know. I don't really know how shield rating works melee. Attacks that aren't energy based.
Pure kinetic energy. Fuck, I'm not. I don't
If
know.
it doesn't say it specifies the type of attack, I would assume it just works for anything.
Okay. It doesn't say protect. It
Doesn't
just
say,
says
like, energy
protecting
or
you from
range or-
harm.
Yeah, that should just work for anything.
Right. Well, then I'm gonna. I already had my lightsabers out, and so I'm gonna move here. Reaction. This. Where's my fucking roll? Because it's a reaction.
Play that game before.
27, which gives me a shield rating of 15. All right, and then I'm gonna strike this one. I'm using both hands on this.
Okay.
And I miss.
You do miss.
I'm glad critical fails aren't a thing.
Well, I missed, and that was my turn.
All right.
All right, Ronnie.
I trust you can handle that one. So I'm going to go and shoot at this what Cathound right there.
Okay.
Point was to block the stairs as well, so.
Yep. So 23 to hit, 17 damage.
Okay, you hit, and it is limping.
Oh, good.
Which is that your turn?
Yeah, that'll be my turn.
Okay, that brings us to the next one. He's got a double move to get all the way up to you, but he's used up all of his actions. So that is his turn. The one you shot is now going to angrily move up. 6. 1,
What do you
and
need?
then he's going to try. I'm gonna make a roll for it.
Ask Grammy. Grammy wanted to do it. If she doesn't want
Just
to
makes
do
the
it,
jump and lands on the stairs next to Bly.
So it stuck the landing.
Stuck the landing. Right out we've been doing it. And let's see. Next guy. You're just gonna kind of come up here and kind of yip at your toes. Try and scrabble up the wall. Can't quite reach you. And the last one is just gonna measure this around because I think it's just gonna be a straight line to use up his whole. Yeah. Scrabble up to there. Now it rolls us back over to red.
Yay! Well, this
Now-
is a tricky
Now that
spot.
they are closer, bear in mind that all the ones like right. Actually, I think all of them from your angle, except maybe this one, are technically out of sight because this one and this one are 10 feet below you, and you're not
Yeah.
at the actual lip of the edge. So,
Yeah, I'm gonna go right here,
okay,
and I'm gonna shoot this one. And I get no sneak attack now, which is kind of suck.
I've never looked that up before. Does ranged attacks when you're in melee range provoke attack of opportunities in the system?
Is that melee rate? Oh, shit.
I
Okay.
mean, technically he's around a corner.
Yeah, I'm
And
around the
there's also
corner.
a 5-foot deviation.
No, he's talking about this one.
Yeah, he's a 5. That one should be about 5 feet beneath me.
Oh yeah, that is a 5-foot deviation. Okay, yeah. Shoot. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do blaster pistol on that guy.
Okay.
20.
Hang on, I'm just double checking whether or not there is. There you go, attacks of opportunity. Move out of a square, you performs an action that forces him to let down his guard. A single immediate attack. Melee weapons, natural weapons, pistols, carbines, or any weapon with a full distance. Okay.
Unless these things have reach.
Some actions, when performed in a threatened area, provoke attacks of opportunity because they can divert your attention. This is making an unarmed attack without the martial arts feat, aiming, loading, picking, retrieving, moving into an enemy square. Oh, okay. Using any skill. So, no, shooting when next to something does not provoke an attack of opportunity, but aiming and moving into and out of their square does.
Yeah, but again, he's around this guy's around the corner
around
and
the corner
5 feet down.
We're technically 5 feet down, so he doesn't get the one for
No.
you moving in.
No.
All right, so which one are you shooting? Sorry, I was looking at the book.
This guy.
This guy? That guy is dead as fuck.
Yay!
It's
That's
just
2
1
dead from
15
me.
damage goes 1 HP.
I explode its head off.
Let's see.
That's
now
2 down from the droid.
All right. That brings us to Cathab. And he's going to go ahead and make his attack.
Oh no.
And he's going to make his 3 attacks.
Comes the crit.
First, he attacks with his claws twice, and then tries to bite.
Wow, those didn't do so good.
Holy shit.
The
took
23
He took 6 points of damage, dude. You okay?
the 23 hit and
The other 2, I'm assuming, missed horribly.
missed.
I hope.
And the one that hit just kind of took a little damage out of my shield, but that's it.
Okay. And that took up his full action to do. Full turn, rather. So that brings us back to Bly.
I'm going to use a full round action to try and strike this guy twice.
Okay.
So I roll twice. And a 1 again?
The dice be low tonight.
Yeah, the dice have been rolling really low tonight on.
That's a
on,
negative
roll.
2, anyways. So that would have been a 9. That's a 22.
And that was on the one that just attacked you.
Yeah, that one down there.
Alright. That's 17 damage. And so that took your full turn. So that brings us to Merlin.
All right. For the Cathound right here, right in front of me, I'm going to be going at him with the attached vibro bayonet on my blaster, on my repeater.
Okay, so this one here?
Yep. Full round, so... Well, actually, I don't have that. Wow.
Alright, that is a miss.
Yeah, I'm not doing melee again.
Alright, that brings us to his turn. He's going to do the same thing. He's going to attack you with both claws in his bite.
Both miss. Ouch.
That's a crit.
Fortunately, the crit damage isn't super high.
Let's see, so that's 12 then.
Yeah, I rolled a 2.
Yeah.
Also, if I actually use the keyboard for my desktop and not my laptop.
Yeah, that tends to help.
It's the joy when you have multiple keyboards in front of you. Ow. Alright. Does it have anything else?
Nope, that's its turn. The other one, she can't reach you yet, and can't do anything, so we're just gonna slay.
Sure.
And then this one's gonna try and hit Bly.
Do I have any cover since technically there are stairs in the way?
You are on the same plane, so you are not getting covered.
Okay.
It can clearly see you over the stairs.
They all miss.
Alright. That tries to get you, but it's kind of just hung up on the corner of the stairs there, which brings us back over to R2.
Out of curiosity,
Okay.
what is your AC? Your reflex?
Me?
Yeah.
20.
Okay.
I don't wear
Well,
armor. I'm using
That
my
I
level.
cannot hit.
And
That would be dangerous. So, one of these two. I think I'm going to attack this one.
Droid just rolls up to the edge, like blaster points down. Down you!
Which one? I didn't see the ping. That one, okay.
Down you! Down!
crit.
Bad mule.
So, it's 15 damage.
Okay. And that rolls us back over to the one that was attacking Neo. And he's moved down on the condition track, so everything. -1, which does not let me enter -1. Screw you. That's 8. 22.
22
1
hits.
log in. And then 8. And 9.
22 hits. My shield is almost gone.
Why?
Yep. Full round action. Try to strike that one twice. If he goes down, one of the swings goes there instead.
Okay. First swing and a miss.
And wow.
Second swing and a kill.
Cannot hit with the first one, no matter what. That would have been a 10 and a 24 anyways. Yeah. Okay.
And that brings us back
Yay.
to 3.
Alrighty. I'm just gonna shoot this one instead.
Is there a penalty for shooting while in melee?
Well, technically, yes, it's a point blank range penalty. Not that it matters.
Well,
You missed
it
anyway.
matters.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not a good shot.
Even with the point blank range penalties, Red's been rolling way high enough to hit everything. So
Yeah, I've also been avoiding hitting things that are in combat too much. Like
attacking Kiri with the full attack.
didn't want to attack this one because I'm shooting through an ally's space in melee.
Hit? Sorry.
None of them hit. None hit.
None of them hit. Okay.
Yeah. Fortunately for Red, technically he's 10 foot up.
Yep.
Move that one out of the way. As this one rushes in. And he's just going to try and get the bite since he can't do his full attack.
Oh, he's not. He's not in melee. He's there is no such thing as attack of opportunity with range.
Nope.
Nope.
Okay.
Got that up. Wait, is there?
So, yes.
Okay.
Both you and Kiri can make attacks of opportunity
Will
if
do.
you want to try and
Oh shit, we'll do then.
three crits. Yeah.
We'll do.
Now you fucking hit.
22 to hit, 28 damage.
All right.
17 and 15.
Marani drills it between the eyes, and as the corpse skids to a stop in front of Bly, the droid shoots it for good measure. Just make sure it stays down.
He so desperately wanted to take that kill, just in case it was still alive for that moment.
That's funny.
Play again. This guy's going to move over, and he's going to get his bite. He's going to miss. All right, ready?
All right. I'm going to shoot that one. How's it
Yep.
doing?
Yep, that one's dead.
Yay!
Yeah. Yes, that one's already been hit once.
All right.
Now
Yeah.
brings us to Bly.
I swear to God, if you don't kill this one.
I'll move to here and try to swing twice on him. No, I can only swing.
Once, I think.
Wait, no, it's a full attack action. Is it? Does that have to be both my move and my? Yeah, I think it does.
Yes.
Yeah,
You
okay.
get one swing. That's why they're not doing the full 2 claws and a bite.
When they move. All right. Attack 20, damage 12.
Okay. You give him a nice hefty scar. That brings us back round.
Though, since I don't have the point blank feat, I think that's a -5.
Yeah, that just puts you down under.
Mm.
Wait, don't I have point blank? Hold on.
Uh,
Probably not.
hang on.
Yeah, I do.
I thought you did. Yeah. You're seeing
Yeah.
it on your sheet.
Next time
It's
I
kind of why I've been. What's this? Actually. Okay. Theo did his threshold, so he's also going to be operating on a -1. As he attempts to hit, so that's going to be 8. 15.
all miss.
And looks like the droid is going to get the last kill, probably.
Oh, this is going to be a pain because wait, do I
Shooting into
have
melee? Do you have precise shot?
No, but I do have jump servos. I'm actually gonna jump down with my servos and then
Okay.
get over here and then blast it.
So, does that count as one? I guess with the jump circles are just...
It just allows me to just move it down like it's walking,
Yeah.
like R2 does.
Right, yeah, no. Because that's one of the reasons I remember droid characters being so fun is you can get them like the magnetic feet in the jump circles and shit, so they can do some
Yeah.
pretty weird and wacky movement.
Oh. That was
Yes.
a crappy damage roll.
Alright, Black, save it. Don't let this go around another go.
Roll the 1 twice. Roll the 1 twice.
Swing.
And that is one dead cat man.
Swing.
Yeah, at that point, you probably just decapitated it.
Alright.
My aim was a little off.
Kill the cat hounds.
Throwing
Out of
to-
initiative. You may continue on your merry way, deeper if you wish,
Yes.
or you may pull back
Deeper.
deeper if you are. Alright. The wheel to left.
Okay.
Me in the lead. How's the condition of the path? Getting better, worse?
It's definitely, it feels like this has been settled for a long time at this point. Like there's a lot older dust here than some of the other areas you've been to. Like this part hasn't really been used much. You can even see a root from one of the plants on the surface, like one of the trees, just come all the way, like come crashing down into here. There's actually, if you look up, you can see through the levels you come up through. There seems to be a little bit of sunlight that's come down. It's allowed a bit of grass to grow down here. Over here seems to be some sort of like audience or meditation chamber.
Okay. Can I do a perception check around the roots? That floor area there?
Sure.
See if there's anything actually in what might have been there before.
Or if there's any shinies.
There we go. 20?
It seems like what was there was just stone that's just been so cracked up over the years by the roots that it's pretty much all just been ground down into dust, and eventually the grass just kind of grew up
Okay.
where it was.
Wait, how did you do that move?
Do
Do
what?
what?
You made a path for yourself and moved.
This?
How did you do that?
Yeah, as you're holding down your character and moving it, right-click, and then right-click when you want to make a pivot.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I see now.
Is there what is in this room?
This room has some pools of water. They're shallow pools. You certainly couldn't submerge in them at any sort of real depth. They seem to be mostly like reflecting pools. And a console here in the corner,
R2.
and there appears to be a shut door here, and two collapsed kind of smaller door entryways here.
When I look into the water, do I sense anything? What do I see anything at the bottom of it?
Make a perception check.
I attempt to use the computer.
Make a use. Okay, did make a check. All right, let's wait here. When you stare into the water, notice that it seems to, at first, get calmer. Like there was ripples in it, as if something was dripping into it, but it seems to stop as you actually start staring into it, and then smooth out. And then, after being almost unnaturally smooth for a short while, it seems to start rippling again into different patterns.
Do I recognize any of the patterns?
Almost as if it's reacting to you staring at it.
Huh.
Do I recognize any of the patterns?
No, they're just random water patterns, dude.
Oh, okay.
I'll go to this
Ripples and
I'll-
waves and things.
I'll go to this puddle and just stare at this one as well.
Okay, make a perception check here. Puddle just kind of sits there.
I think I got a broken puddle.
Is there any useful information?
If I
the
go
terminal?
if I go over here to his puddle,
Hang on. Red, the terminal seems to control the doors, as well as seems to have at one point been used for like meditation training. Like it seems to have controlled like ambient noise, and so it had a number of now corrupted things labeled things like Sermon of Master so and so. Thoughts on the code. Like it seems like this at some point connected to possibly like a sound system in this room, so that people could like meditate and listen to things.
All right, I'm gonna open the doors and make the loudest sound play.
Okay. Roll a perception check, everybody.
okay, this was a bad idea. I don't know why you did this.
What?
Even Kiri hears an angry roar.
Okay.
And it does not sound too far away.
All right, I'm going to go here. So you two get ready.
Yep. Out of curiosity, I could-
Literally, I am the Kiri. I am the front line.
And roll initiative. Nope, Kiri, go back where you were.
Literally,
time
I
limit ran out.
am the front line.
I thought you were going to move ahead.
Stop moving in front of me.
I thought you were going to move ahead a little bit further.
No, I'm waiting for a blind corner for it to come around.
Kindly update your initiatives while I pull up the character sheet for this lovely Gundark you're going to be fighting.
Right?
What?
Kiri?
Yeah, that's a Gundark.
No
That
idea
is
what that is.
Ugly. Please roll roller than us.
23.
Please roll roller. Roll.
It too has rolled a 23. What's your dex, Dio?
+3.
He goes first.
Does it help if I'm trained in initiative for this determination?
No, because
it's
he's
your-
also trained
it's
in
actually your
initiative.
it's your
Yeah.
dex score.
Yeah, whoever's dex scores higher wins the tie.
That's
enough.
actually why I put down my put dex as a decimal when I'm rolling for initiative.
Fair enough.
All right, everyone has been updated. 32, 26. Okay. All right, it is R2's turn first.
All right.
Please move
Uh-huh.
back and wait. Please move back and wait.
Did any of the other did this door open?
Oh, those are collapsed. Those are all collapsed.
I thought you said one of them was open.
No,
Or
they are
was
both collapsed. The only door was the one down here where Kiri and Neo are.
Oh, okay. I opened that door. Okay. I call out to get back inside while I close so I can close the door again.
Okay.
And then ready my action for getting the computer to close the door right when they get inside.
That's actually a good idea.
Kiri?
Alright. Just gonna make a quick pot shot at it and then run away.
Why? You're just gonna piss it off, so it's gonna bang through the door.
Okay, fine, I won't. Running. Was mine 6 or 8? It was 8.
And is that all you're gonna do?
Yep, and I just turn around and have my repeater aimed at the opening.
Well, the gunner just barrels right past Neo into the room.
Wait, bullshit. Hold on.
He has a
its
movement of
range?
6. He can double move.
It was here
2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
because he's
7,
got around the corner.
9, 10, 11, 12. In fact, he
Oh yeah,
technically could.
He could go further if he wanted,
yeah. Okay.
but
Well-
he just wanted to be past that door.
Shit.
So yeah.
Do I recognize this thing at all?
I mean, you can, I guess, try and I think it's galactic lore for creatures, mechanism planets.
Galactic lore is. I don't think that's galactic lore.
No, I don't. Biology, maybe.
Is Flux here? Flux would know.
No.
What do we look? Not, xenobiology is not life science.
Life science. Okay, so yeah, it would be life science to know what this is.
Galactic lore would also work, kind of. Life science would be like general.
Yeah, galactic lore would tell you what it is, but it won't tell you anything really about it.
Okay, then
Life
can I make
sciences
a
would be
galactic?
like-
I'm training galactic lore. Can I make that as a free action?
Yeah.
Okay. 26. Do I know what this
You
is?
know, this is a Gundark.
What do I know about a Gundark?
That you don't want to fuck with Gundarks.
Okay.
They are semi-intelligent and they are angry.
Yeah.
Normally they move in small groups, but this one seems to be alone.
Okay. So I know that they're angry and mean.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not a whole lot of people survive Gundark fights. They're commonly used by like huts and stuff at their execution pits.
Well, then can't pull my punches. I'm going to roll for battle strike. Start things off. 23, which +1 +1 to the attack. Doing a single strike. $25. That's 20 damage there plus. No, there you go. Plus, so 26 damage.
6 damage. Okay, we'll stay on.
The best part, I very much doubt our comlinks can get through this temple.
Yeah, your comms are more or less dead in here.
Wait, that would have been 4. No, that's actually 30 damage. It's double my strength if I wield it with one hand. That's what I did. So that's 8. That would be 8, not 4. So yeah, that would have been 30 damage.
Who's turn?
This is quite the predicament. I was going to hit the button to close the door, and now I shouldn't.
Because you'd be closing the door literally on top of Neo.
Fucking cuts him in half.
I would love
This
to
is a
do
long
that.
con the whole time he actually is an Empire spy.
I was programmed to kill you. Nah.
He did. Then we high-five the Gundark, and we claim the bounty.
Yeah. Kill. Sure hope our crew is getting eaten by a galactic boogeyman.
Shit. I don't know what I can do right now. All right, I'm gonna. Oh, whoops, wrong object. I'm going to.
Jump and hide behind the water and shoot, I guess.
High as the ceilings.
Wait, hold on. What is my move? Shit, I forgot.
It's like
6.
6,
Okay.
I think.
Yeah, it was 6.
Hopefully my crew didn't follow some creepy old man and then say, "Yeah, sure, we'll go on ahead and deal with all the trouble, Jedi Master."
It's almost like
To be honest, Bly kind of assumed this was a fucking test, so he was gonna try and talk with the dogs, but
so I don't get involved in Jedi shit. I want to get paid, not tested.
I was gonna try and talk to the dogs, but then our R2 unit shot one and was like, well, there goes that idea.
How does stun damage work? I don't remember.
Not very well.
It does. You do essentially.
You essentially do half damage, and if you drop them down the condition track fully or to 0, then they go unconscious, and after a turn, they can roll to try and wake up, and if they fail, they're asleep for like 5 or 10 minutes.
Okay. Fuck that then.
Yeah. We discovered very early on that stun is not a great mechanic unless you're actively trying to take someone out to handcuff them.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'd take my shot.
Okay, you hit your shot.
And that's my turn.
Are the attacks hitting and doing damage?
Yeah, they're doing damage. He's getting angry.
This isn't an illusion or anything?
No, this is not an illusion.
Don't think it is, unfortunately.
Yeah. Gary?
Yep. I think I might be the target of it for the moment, so let's hit this thing. Nope.
That is definitely a miss.
And
Hopefully, I don't want to be, but hopefully with 30 damage, I'm the target.
And is that your turn, Gary?
moving to here.
Get the fuck out, abandoning the rest of us.
Hey, seem to be following me.
Okay. He is very unhappy, so he's going to take a club that he's a crude club of like basically just a big old like fucking stick essentially that he's holding. And he's going to try and smack you, Neo, with a power attack.
Okay.
Ooh.
So your
And
negative
that is
4
4 is factored in, by the way.
Okay.
-4.
Then
Oh, shit.
I'm going to roll. How do I do this? 1 second. Okay. I have to roll a 22 for this to work. All right, take the damage.
I'm not seeing the -2 factored into this. -4 factored into this.
It should be.
Yeah, I see a +0, not a -4.
It should be a at that strength -4. Yeah, it's already I factored into the mod string already
Oh, okay.
on his character sheet.
Okay.
I blocked the club attack and I don't get hit.
Okay, he is quite put off by this. It is now your turn.
I'm going to try and try. You know what? No, I'm not. I'm going to. Okay. If I do this, will I fuck up Red getting a chance to do anything? Tempted to chuck him at fucking Kiri, who's running away, but no,
I'm not running away. I'm just getting a tactical.
Strategic
distance.
repositioning.
I'm gonna continue to use a single saber. I'm not gonna risk the -2 for now. 22 to hit.
Yep, that is a hit.
16 more damage. And as a reaction, I'm going to use this and hopefully get a shield again. It's been a while since I did it, so I get it back. I don't have to not have that power now. So what do we got? 26? Okay. I have a shield raking of 15 again.
So that's basically like 15 temp HP, right?
Yes, it's like temp HP.
Okay.
And that brings us back to R2.
I really need to get a more powerful gun. Ugh. I have storage space for it on my person. I just need to actually get one. Well, I am going to blaster pistol again.
That is a hit.
Sorry, can I interject here?
Yeah.
This is something Neo did. To clarify, we've been misunderstanding shield ratings. Essentially, a shield rating is a damage resistance, in that if anything hits below the shield, it does nothing. If it hits above the shield, you take the remaining damage, and the shield is reduced by 5.
Okay.
It's not 10 hit points or anything.
Okay.
So I still wouldn't have taken damage in the previous fight. It's just I would have still had more of a shield.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good.
Okay.
This works the same for like starships and stuff as well. So
He doesn't. He seems definitely very hurt right now, but he also seems like he's barely like pulling up the energy to keep going.
Okay. What do you mean? Do you mean it?
Like he's hurt, but like his body seems like it can keep going, but he's panting and huffing and kind of favoring some of his wounds.
God damn.
You think a pretty decent shot might just take the fight out of him.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, it's not you. I need to get
no.
I need to get another gun.
Let me double check that. Jesus Christ. No, that actually almost hit.
An 8? Almost hit.
Yeah, so you've been hitting his threshold almost every time you have hit. He's been moving down that condition track,
What's that?
which does reduce his reflex defense, which does make it easier to hit every time you've hit him.
Okay, love you.
So, yeah, no, he's at only like a 9 reflex right now because he's at negative 10. He's one good hit away from going helpless.
Okay.
All right, in a complete rage now at this point. He is just desperate and angry.
Try and swing that club again?
What he is going to try and do... Hang on, let me double check something. He is trying grappling.
He's what?
He's grappling you.
Wait, what do I roll to get against the
You
guy?
roll another grapple.
Just grapple.
Okay.
It's at the top of your sheet somewhere. Right under initiative.
He does not grapple me.
All right, you successfully repel his attempt to grab onto you, bringing you to your turn.
So he definitely looks like one more good hit. And
One more good hit, even if it doesn't kill him, we'll probably drop him.
Okay, then.
And then I get to look up what helpless actually does.
Not for long.
If that's the way it looks, I'm going to try and... No, fuck it. I'm just going to swing twice. Swing twice. That's a 23.
It is a hit.
That's 12.
Which is a hit.
That's 28 damage total. 2 lightsaber swings.
All right. He has been reduced to helpless.
And then it's my turn.
And yes, it is the droid's turn. He is barely clinging on to what little life he has.
I just roll up to him and pop a cap in his head.
I wouldn't.
So taking a page from the book of our intrepid captain, the droid just caps the helpless opponent and finishes them off. He only had 4 HP left.
Yeah, I'm not taking any fucking chances. It's still breathing. This droid knows if it's still breathing, it's probably not a good thing.
Eli's gonna sigh and take a look at what's in the room.
And you are lucky that you started dragging him down that track so fast.
Yes. Yes, we are.
Let me put him back mobile for a second. So fix everything. At normal, that power attack does a plus 24 damage when he's not being weakened by the condition track.
Let's reload this thing.
There he is.
What's in?
And that leads to what appears to be a barred doorway. Stairs leading down. This little sort of room here.
You cut out.
Yeah. So switch to hang. This way is down these stairs. This way leads to another small room and then like a barred doorway.
On our side, or like, what do you mean?
It's shut, and from here you don't see any consoles or anything to open it.
Okay.
All right.
And then this way just kind of goes off down its own little hallway.
I actually stop our Jedi friend and say, "Hey, you use Force. Open the door. It's probably a Force door or something. It's one of your temples."
If we need to go that way, sure. But right now, I want to see what's down this path.
All right.
Do you see anything?
This is just like a little alcove.
Okay.
Below you.
Not a room down there or anything?
I mean, there is if you go around, but like what you were looking at was an alcove.
Oh, okay. What's in here?
And here is a little dais with a pedestal on it and what appears to be a holocron.
Shiny.
Okay. Do I know of any sort of thing you do with holocrons to see if they're evil or not first?
Really?
Evil holocron.
What color is it?
It is as it's shown. It's a blue square holocron.
All right.
Cube. Blue cube.
I will pick. It's blue, so I'll pick it up.
Blue is good, right?
I think we bring this back with us.
Need a hand with that, carrying that thing?
No. Small. I know it fills. It looks like it fills space, but it's not.
Yeah, no, it is. It is small. It basically fits in his hand.
What do you want me to write this down as in my item list?
You can just write down as holocron.
Holocron. Okay. Well, I guess you want to check the doorway.
Yes, please.
I'm going to. Is it a stone door and it's just shut? Is it?
Yeah, the door appears to be made of the same stonework as the rest of the temple. It seems to be shut with sort of an intricate locking mechanism in the middle.
Can I actually do something? Is there a way to try and try to unlock it with the force or something?
Well, no, it's
I
you
What?
you'd use like move object or something.
if you want to make like a perception check or like if you want to make checks on the door, go right ahead. I'll tell you what happens depending on what you do.
Perception check on the door to see what do you mean by intricate lock? Exactly. 16.
The stones on the door seem to be sort of interconnected and sort of almost like a pattern you might see on like a puzzle. But looking closer, you can kind of see some of the underlying mechanism, and there appears to be like a very, very complex series of like mechanical shit going on inside that door through like the small gaps you can see between the stones, making up the actual like outer block.
You said there's a stone, essentially a stone sticking out, right?
Yeah, there is like a central stone,
Can I
and
try
like
to
a series of sort of other stones around it, arrayed, and like a sort of different geometric patterns.
Can I try to use the force and move like object the stone?
Sure,
Like it doesn't lift much.
try it.
I try it. 21.
The stones kind of jiggle and jostle around, and you hear all sorts of kind of clicks, whirs, and hunks from inside the door. But nothing seems to be budging more than a little bit here and there.
Okay.
You get the feeling that you'd have to know what you were doing to open this door this way. You can't just brute force this.
Okay. Well then,
Yeah.
get the money out of the puzzle gag gifts. Can I use galactic lore to try and if I have any knowledge of such that's where
You
Jedi
can
lore-
try.
I think
21.
Jedi would be something better.
No,
There
unfortunately,
really isn't like a Jedi lore.
Oh,
Yeah,
there
there-
isn't? Okay.
no,
No. It just falls under galactic lore, really.
Yeah.
You've never really heard of a door like this per se, but you know it seems, from what you can gather around it, it seems like this does seem to implement some parts of it that seem to only move when being manipulated from outside, sort of in the way that like only a force user could really do, or someone with a lot of very specialized tools. So you suspect, yes, the force is used to open this door, at least partially. You just have no idea how.
Okay.
This is not something you could sit here and play with it for hours probably, and never actually just guess how to open it.
Okay. I'm going to tell my companions that this is not a door we could open by guessing.
Yeah, then let's not risk it.
There's probably money back there. Or weapons.
Probably there more than likely is something, but it is not a door you force. Would I know that if you tried to force it, essentially would just become inoperable? Since it's so intricate and everything?
Based on everything you've done so far, make me an intelligence check.
And
You can certainly make that assumption, but you honestly would not actually know.
Okay. I assume this is a system that if you try to force it open, it will break. And then we are digging for a long time.
Question. I'm going to use a perception check on the door to see
Okay.
if if the intricate design on the door could possibly be arranged in a sort of way to be the symbol that I saw on that one data pad of the old Jedi thing that our fellow Jedi had mentioned before.
Oh, you mean the symbol of the rebellion?
Yes.
But the Jedi Order one without the changes, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can make an intelligence check to see.
It's just an intelligence check?
Yeah, just an intelligence check.
Nope.
No.
Wow, that's a really shit roll.
I will tell you this, though, it'd be very hard to do because there are no rounded pieces.
Okay.
Everything's right angles and rectangles, triangles, and squares.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes you can make you can make a square into a circle.
You have enough LSD, I suppose anything's possible.
So,
Okay. Alright, are we done playing with the door?
Um,
yes.
I roll over and give it a kick.
Sure, kick the door. It's a sturdy door, so nothing happens.
Yeah, I know. I just wanted to give it a kick as I roll away.
Will you open, please? I asked the door.
Only the echoing silence of the temple seems to answer you.
Could have just said no.
I'll say for you, no, the door will not open without.
So do you want to stay down here at all, or you want to go back to Dakota?
Yeah, we're gonna.
I was gonna ask, what do I need to do to try to do another check to see if I can figure out how to open it? Like, I already failed once, so I don't know.
At this point, as the DM, I'm just going to step in and say, this is one of those you come back later when you know what you're doing doors.
Fair enough.
This is the you're not high enough level to go into this area yet door.
I already kind of gave up anyway, so I was like, fuck it.
This is the thing you find at the beginning of the game. Like, I wonder what this is for. And then you come back like 100 hours in later and you find the cool secret.
Alright,
Go back to base, get
By the way,
explosives. Yeah, that'd probably break whatever's
avoided
inside.
this room completely. What do these chairs look like? Like,
Exactly what they look like. They're just old, worn out, kind of upholstery rotted away chairs like you might have seen in the Jedi Temple on Coruscant or other places.
okay,
It was clearly some sort of
Mostly-
meditation or audience chamber of some sort.
so mostly a flat chair with like,
Yeah.
some of them have arm placements, some have backings, but they're all a little different.
I go back
Yeah.
to where the older Jedi is, and I ask the guys like, "Hey, you know the secret puzzle door opening?"
He looks at the two non-droids and says, "Do you know what this thing's beeping about?"
He's asking if you know how to open the door, which I
Door? What kind of door?
a door that can only be opened by someone with that understands the Force.
Ah, Force door. No, I don't know how to open that door.
Okay.
I shrug.
Well,
But I think you might have found some valuable lessons down there, like how not everything's a test.
yeah, the rabid dogs and the creature that really just wanted to kill us. Yeah, I got that.
I'm blind. I ain't going after a gun dark.
Fair enough.
Well, it's dead.
We did find a holocron, though. I'm gonna hand it to him, I guess.
He takes it a moment and kind of holds it in his hands in front of him, almost as if he's actually almost like he's actually looking at it through the cloth over his eyes. says, interesting. Not sure what's in this yet, but it seems to have quite a bit of knowledge in there. Just kind of holding it, kind of moving it around in his hands a bit, and kind of feeling it. But then he hands it back to you and says, "But you found it, so you get to keep it.
Okay.
Might come in handy."
I hope it will.
He
Well,
accidentally presses a button and it says, "Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi."
just the force ghost pops out. Oh God, you can't imagine how long I've been in there. Oh no, not again. Tries to close it. Well, there's nothing else in the temple, so we've cleaned it out.
Well, at least as far as we're able to get, there's more levels to this place. I can already sense that. But something for another time. Let's head back to the base now. I'm sure your friend's been waiting long enough.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're back to the Dantooine map.
Have
back
Gil
to
rolls
speeder.
rolls, so hopefully he has work when we get back.
Yeah. So while all that's been going on, Gail, you've just been hanging out at base for like the better part of like 5-6 hours now.
Been mingling, trying to find work, find places for us to get credits while helping this alliance.
Certainly, what seems to be their big thing here is they're looking to buy any sort of weapons or ships they can get their hands on, especially starfighters or any sort of larger ships.
The
They also are buying obviously space and medical supplies, since they expect to be needing to treat their wounded at some point. Beyond that, they also seem to be looking for any volunteers from among the more capable people that have shown up since their sort of leaflets made the rounds, to try and either help train some of the volunteers they've gotten, or to go and do stuff that are possibly a little too dangerous for their volunteers to do, but don't warrant a full military-sized response from Koda's militia or Garm's troops or anything like that. Sort of small specialist force type deals.
He's saying volunteers. Is that like pay or the good of our hearts?
Right now, they're still working that out. Anyone who kind of officially fights the fight can ask to be paid. But they're sort of some people are doing this for free, some people are doing this for money.
Gil visibly rolls his eyes at the idea of asking for pay.
Yeah.
I'm also going to question.
They're offering it. Like, if people are coming up and they're offering to pay it, like, there's quite a few people who are just like, no, I don't want money. I just want to fight the Empire.
Questioning the lack of Mon Cal here. I'm going to bring that up to, I don't know, fucking Bail Organa. To ask him about the Mon Cal rebellion and why they haven't reached out to them.
He mentions that they've been trying to reach out to the Mon Calamari, but currently all communications into that sector have pretty much gone dead. The Empire seems to be enforcing sort of a communications blackout since the last reports of how the fighting's been going. As far as they know, the rebellion is still actively ongoing, and the planet has not yet actually fallen fully into Mon Cal hands. But they are planning on at some point organizing some attempt to sort of get into Mon Calamari space and make it to Mon Calamari and check on the status of their rebellion and reach out to them.
I'm also during the time Gil has mingled and taken names, and at some point made his way back to the ship and cross-checked the names to the bounty boards that we picked up.
Yeah, Garm's definitely got a sizable bounty. He's already for a few years now essentially been an enemy of the state for as far as the Empire is concerned. So he's got one of those big hefty $250,000 credit bounties. Coda does have a named Jedi bounty as well for a similar amount. both Organa and Mothma don't have public bounties at this time. So you can assume that they're still operating under their senatorial duties publicly.
What about Hiram? Now that we know his name.
Now you know Hiram's name. You do find about 75,000 credit bounty on him as sort of he's not really listed outright as like any kind of like separatist leader or something, but he's listed as like essentially a person of interest in ongoing investigations regarding sabotage and instability attempts against the Empire. So you get the feeling he's gotten noticed, but he's certainly been keeping a low enough profile that they haven't given him a big bounty like they've done with Garmer and Coda. They've just been openly just giving the Empire the finger for a couple years now.
Alright, story if we took out everyone here. Gil's gonna just go back to mingling and finding the best job while he waits for everyone to come back.
So when everyone gets back, your mingling essentially gets you sort of two big sort of cargo run offers, essentially. Someone is needed to essentially run out to Ord Mantell to pick up some ordnance, and they'll be paid a percentage of what is being paid for the ordnance as a fee, essentially, for transporting them from Ord Mantell to Dantooine. And then from there, other captains are going to kind of shift them out in smaller shipments to the various cells that are organizing. And then there's another one. And then there's another one that wants someone to head out toward Manon to try and get some Kolto, since right now they haven't really been able to secure any strong sources of Bacta, since the Empire is still strongly controlling most sources of it. But since the Empire doesn't rely on Kolto as much, they're hoping to make some temporary augmentation of their medical supplies with Kolto instead of Bacta, at least until they can secure the more powerful Bacta supply routes from somewhere.
I'm sorry, you said take munitions to Ord Mantell, get munitions from Ord Mantell?
Or from Ord Mantell. So go to Ord Mantell, pick up a bunch of guns and shit, bring it back to Dantooine, or go to Manon, negotiate getting supplies of Kolto set up, and then bring a shipment back and get paid for it.
Which one?
And the other thing they're looking for is they're still looking for organizing some sort of small group to essentially run through the Imperial blackout around the Mon Cala branch of that sector, and to see what's going on with their rebellion. And they're willing to pay somebody 100,000 credits if it makes anyone kind of jump forward and volunteer to do it, to go there and see if they can't get a representative of the Mon Cala essentially off Mon Calamari and over to Dantooine to meet with the rebellion.
For that, and then it was a percentage for the others.
Do you want? I guess what the percentages were?
No, you just said it was a percentage of the profits. Kind of.
Yeah. So however much guns and how much they're worth, essentially you get like a 10% cut of either the medical supplies or the munitions. So whatever the rebel was going to pay, you get 10% of that.
Well, then I'll wait for the rest of the group to return, and we can discuss
Okay.
our options.
And it's probably about a half hour, 45 minutes after you've sort of sussed out what the more lucrative trade deals are, and heard about essentially the reward for going all the way out to Mon Cala when the group finally shows up with the speeder.
Gil, found us any work?
Welcome. Yeah, we've got 3 decent jobs we could take.
So
What
we
are they
got?
looking for? What are they looking for around here?
We can do cargo runs. Actually, I'm gonna take the.
You want to get on the ship?
Let's get the speeder onto the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wish Kota well, and gonna tell him I'm heading off with my crew.
Okay. He heads back to the command building as you take your speeder back on and get back on the ship.
Let's just bring the.
Jump the ship.
We've got 3 jobs possible. We've got a run to Ord Mantell to pick up munitions.
Okay. We don't need to be in the lounge if we don't want
Sorry.
to, but I'll be there anyways.
Set up Colto from Manan to be distributed here and brought over here, or run the Imperial blockade again at Moncala. Bring back representative of the Mon Calamari.
I would be interested in that one, but not until we've been outfitted.
You were great at Mon Calamari last time.
Yeah. Stock ship doing that run? No.
No.
But I'd be very interested in doing that if it's still available once we've gotten this ship outfitted.
Yes,
like
we need to
find
get the
out.
ship outfitting comes first.
So we put that on secondary. That leaves Ord Mantell or Manan. To be honest, I've heard a Silcat speak. I'm up for Ord Mantell.
Yeah.
Is that the one that's running guns? That will be running guns?
Yep.
Picking up guns from there.
Yeah, no, that's the one I was leaning towards. Are they seem to be looking for ships and anything. Do you want to mention the 4 fighters that were left behind on that pirate base? As far as we know, it's been abandoned.
I seriously doubt that it's still abandoned.
Yeah.
You pulled the Galaxy maps of it.
Yeah.
Ord Mantell and Manan's were relative area to that.
I'm still trying to find Manan. Ord Mantell's like dead south of you guys, on the major hyperspace routes. Right here. That'd be a nice kind of boom and zoom in and out run for you boys. But I'm still trying to figure out where Manan is in relation to Dantooine on this map, because it should be somewhere in this galactic neighborhood of the north part, I would assume.
I'm still trying to figure out where Dantooine is on this map.
Dantooine's what the ship is up here.
Up here.
Where is the ship?
Top left.
North.
Oh,
Yeah, I
okay.
saw the old picture right because I haven't set up the new one yet. So
I didn't even see any picture. I was looking at the 2 on the bottom.
We can let them know, but you don't really get a finder's fee for just, hey, there might be something here.
Yeah, I know.
We can let them know, but if we want any payment for it, we'd probably have to stop by and make sure. But
Yeah,
that's a ways away. That's another.
Yeah, no. If we end up heading that way, I think we should mention it. But if the 2 jobs, we're all essentially looking at a map on the image now and going over it. But if these 2 jobs and we're all leaning towards Ord Mantell, then I think we do that first before we start talking about going and I scan my finger all the way down to here again.
Yeah, it's on the other side of the galaxy. I don't think I want to deal with that.
Ord Mantell will be quick.
Yep.
That's
Nice and easy to get to.
but that's getting much deeper into Imperial space. Manan.
Oh, we are a shiny, fresh ship with no problems when
With
it
no
comes to
weapons.
ownership.
We have no thing that signifies rebellion.
anyone actually managed to find Manan yet? I'm looking at the south now in case they put it like
I
way the
know
fuck away
it's.
from
I
it.
know it's in the it's an inner rim world. I know that much.
Oh, is that?
Manan's much deeper, but it's a lot further away.
Oh yeah, it's right there.
Okay, yeah,
the
there it is.
Imperials don't really care about it that much as I remember.
Yeah. It's deeper, but you're going to run into less actual Imperials.
Manan's had its glory days. Ord Mantell's still up and about.
Yeah.
Well,
In fact,
I'll I will also bring up one's bringing back healing supplies, one's bringing back guns. So
I will also point out for Neotag, who would just know this by merit of having essentially served in the Republic Army. Ord Mantell is one of several planets that have Ord in the name, which is short for Ordnance Dump. These were planets specifically built by the Old Republic back in its early days, specifically to be staging areas for their military. So all these planets hold strategic importance, are essentially big, giant munitions plants / munition dumps.
And we're right next to one with Ord Chasse right there.
Yeah, that's one of the smaller ones. Ord Mantell, the reason the rebels are going there is simply because they're trying to get their hands on newer, better stuff than what they could get at the smaller ones.
All right. So they have a shipment lined
Yeah.
up. All right.
Yeah,
well,
they have a shipment lined up with a sympathetic party. Everything's all set. You just got to go in, make contact, get the shipment, and bring it back.
as I
Well,
see it,
Everything would appear to be on the up and up on a surface level.
Question: can I exchange credits for a weapon while we're here?
Yeah, you can certainly see if anyone's willing to part with any of their weapon credits.
An S5 heavy blaster pistol?
Yeah, if you want to go and ask around for it,
Yeah, I'm gonna go ask around for it.
that would be gather information.
Gather information.
before the droid goes looking for a gun, I think we all agree Ord Mantell is our best Mantell.
Yes.
All right. Is there any reason we should not take this job?
And the only real con of going to Ord Mantell is we are kind of getting close to Empire space. But
Yeah, we're still a shiny, happy ship as
yeah,
far as
that's
the
also the
Empire.
big thing is that it's just a shiny new ship.
we.
Yeah, you have no direct ties to this rebel group as of yet.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Now the times to go to the inner world region. This is probably the best.
this would definitely be the safest one, besides of the fact of Neo being a Jedi, Red being essentially a wanted rogue droid, in whatever
Shiny.
various nefarious ne'er-do-well things the rest of you have done. No one knows you from Jack in the Empire right now.
Yeah, I'm an experimental robot that
Yeah,
they
which has
stupidly gave sentience to.
I mean, they gave all the robots sentience, so
I mean, not sentience, free will.
it's very secret of droids, right? It's all the droids have free will. It's just being repressed.
technically, Ord Mantell.
I mean, well, independent
Was that
droid. I mean.
Flux?
Technically, Ord Mantell is just guns. You can get guns anywhere. Manan's pretty much your only supply of Coltel, and they're not getting back anytime soon. You could probably get more profit if you went to Manan, but it would be a lot longer trip. Once
Is
we
there
have
any
it,
way we could take both trips? To be honest,
we're not going to have enough cargo space for all that.
this
It's to travel to one spot.
And we still need to be outfitted.
Do we have
So-
any idea how much guns they need? I mean, they
Without having talked about the details of the job with somebody and expressing interest in taking it, you currently don't know too many of the specifics.
I think we do that on the Ord Mantell job and find out. Because to be honest, this ship has no rep yet. If we could get both while we have no rep and bring it back, it'd be the best opportunity.
Yep.
When we pick up guns, we're on some radars.
Okay.
It's searched. Technically, bringing back Colto isn't any better, but it's less sketchy.
It's less suspicious bringing a bunch of Colto back to a farming planet than bringing a bunch of guns.
Okay.
Yeah.
We get spotted bringing guns back.
Well, I mean, we could also make if
You also want to keep in mind that you are currently running without any sort of masking on your transponder. So currently your ship is under its true name. So anything you do right now is going to get associated with your ship's actual registry.
Which is why I was saying first thing we do is outfit ship.
We can't.
We can negotiate for outfitting, but depending on where we're going, we should know that before we outfit. If we're heading to Manan, I think we should get some amphibious filters just to be able to go underwater.
Yeah.
Yeah, filters would be good.
Which, if you're also planning to then whatever job you do go to Mon Calamari, also a good idea to get.
No, that we're definitely getting those before we go to Monkar.
Yeah.
We're
So
getting.
if you're going to go ahead and get outfitted for being aquatic anyway, it might be a good idea to take the Manan job so that you're cutting down on
Yeah, my idea,
it.
and I'm
See,
gonna
and you're
point to
doing
the
2
map.
jobs where this new thing will be useful.
My idea, I'm gonna point to the map is bringing back the Kauto. Get to Kauto, right?
Hold on.
Yeah, Koto. We can do that, then go to Ord if our cargo space lines up, and come back to Tatooine. That way,
We'll do that, just on and then see from there.
yeah. Let's see about if we have enough cargo space first. But yeah, I'd like to do
So
both
technically
jobs.
the main thing of the Manan job is setting up the supply agreement. Getting the shipment part is secondary. So you could take a smaller shipment of the Kolto probably, and then leave room for the delivery from Ord Mantell if you have the space, theoretically.
Well, I think we should start getting details about these jobs.
And to circle back to Red's check, Red, you do find someone willing to sell you the gun you estimate.
Okay, sweet.
Is it for price or is it a bit more?
It'd be at cost.
At what? At cost?
Yeah, at cost.
Okay.
Okay, fine.
You find one of the other spacer crews. Somebody has a spare they're willing to part with for money because they were thinking of upgrading as well.
All right, so hold on. Let me just make sure that it's actually more powerful than the
He's
gun.
amused at the little
Yeah.
droid going around asking for a gun, so he's more willing to sell it on the novelty. If he's curious what's going to happen from giving this droid a gun than anything else.
Oh, that's a cute little droid. I hope he. Oh God, I hope he doesn't assassinate one of the leaders. Oh well, let's see what happens.
All right. So at cost, I'm getting the Blue Bolt blaster pistol because the other is in a book that, yeah, can't use that one. Okay, so Blue Bolt blaster pistol, 3d8 damage, yay. All right, so I will subtract at cost of
And I
850.
just want to point out that I need to head to the bathroom, so I'm just putting out there if we take a 5-10 minute.
Yeah, I was about to ask.
Okay.
Can we take a 5
We
minute?
didn't take one earlier.
And
We stop at 10.
Oh, yeah, we just hang on. Yeah, no, never mind.
Yeah,
For some reason, my brain was like, yeah, we'll come back at 10, play for another hour. Okay, no.
no, I was.
We stop at 10, guys.
I was thinking of we were playing another hour as well.
Oh yeah, it is almost 10 where
Get
you
a
are.
fucking dead.
Get the details for the Manan
Yeah,
job.
we want to get the details before we.
Okay.
yep.
Alright, so while Red's sorting out his gun trade, the rest of you get the details of the Manan job from Bourne,
And the
who's
money.
currently kind of overseeing the various freighter captains and such, and coordinating with them what jobs they're taking. Essentially, the details of the Manan job are the Manan government itself is currently expressed with some feelers they've sent out interest in assisting the rebellion. They just need somebody essentially to go there and negotiate the prices and sort of give them assurances that they're not going to get caught by the Empire. So they want to send as much as possible. They want to send a crew that seems like people who can get shit done. Essentially, they always want to send whatever random crew they got to give it an air of, no, we got competent people working for us. These shipments are all going to get handled professionally, discreetly. And most of the the initial legwork has already been done. It's just a matter of giving the right impression during the negotiations and getting both a good deal for the Rebel Alliance that doesn't also scare off the Selkath from just not assisting, essentially. And then just kind of get it, if possible, get some kind of goodwill shipment to bring back to show that they're essentially going to honor the bargain and start setting the cult up.
All right. What about the Ord Mantell job?
The Ord Mantell job is essentially what they're looking for is someone to go and pick up a shipment from a sympathetic factory owner who has been, since the announcement of the rebellion, he's been putting aside small bits and pieces here and there from his assembly line that have essentially fallen off the line, as it were, getting marked off as defective or whatever in QA, and then secretly being packed for shipment to the rebels. There's about
how many tons?
Yeah, there's about 100 tons of it that they're looking to move.
We can do that easily and probably do the Koto job.
Yeah.
We got 150 ton cargo capacity right now.
Yeah, so right now there's a 100-ton cargo. Guns, they need someone to grab Ord Mantell on the auspices of essentially disposing of these defective units properly. Standard procedures to essentially jettison them into a star.
Okay.
So you'd arrive, pretend to be the crew that's gonna take him close enough that the star's orbit should take care of him, jettison a bit of dummy cargo, and be on your way.
Sounds
As
good.
long as you go through the motions, no one's gonna check to make sure you actually jettisoned 100 tons.
Okay.
Okay, I am going to donate the blaster pistol to the guy who sold me his gun.
All right.
You see, he sees the droid take the gun, a compartment open up, the other gun, the gun opens up, and I swap the guns and give him that one.
This picture comes out, you do like the fucking little gun twirl thing, so the grip's facing toward the guy, and like.
All right. Is it possible to take both jobs?
As long as you don't end up taking on too much Kolto, if you do take on any at Manon, you should easily be able to take both jobs.
Well, we have.
It certainly the recommended path that you came up with seems to be if you take both jobs, they prefer that you definitely go to Manon first. Since the longer you have the weapon sitting on your ship, the more suspicion you're going to draw to yourselves.
Yeah.
So making a direct from Ord Mantell straight back will reduce the chances of you stopping anywhere in customs picking up if you're carrying literally 100 tons of weapons. So
Yeah. No. I if it's okay with the rest of you, I want to try for both jobs.
Sounds good.
Gil.
Works. We need to get our ship updated. I'll go talk to Tiff.
As
Yeah.
long as we get our ship up,
We're getting it upgraded
Out.
before we leave. I think,
then
right?
that's
You're beeping on the wind. What's going
Yeah,
on?
you hear beeping on the wet.
You're involved in a fun deal over in a shady alley, Troy?
So as far as the ship upgrades go, what they can do for you here with what they have at their base, they can equip they can equip you with the upgrades to your engines you need to have the maneuverability thrusters again, so you can not get hit by capital ships as easily. They can mess with your transponder, so you can have the fake ID. And they can certainly do tweaks here and there to anything you have existing. As far as any sort of big overall stuff, Bourne does say that he has contacts at the port on Manon, so certainly he can get you a deal and get payment arranged ahead of time so that when you land on Manon while you're doing your deal, the Salcath can go ahead and watertight your ship, and with their expertise in doing it themselves for their own vessels. And then any sort of weapon upgrades you might want, he can arrange a similar deal or Mentel that while you're there, someone can discreetly install any sort of upgrades to your weapon systems, or if you want to get like a red gun or something installed, someone can get that done for you there.
Negotiate with Varn to see if we can get a medical suite upgrade while we're at Manon as well.
Yeah.
Uh,
Couple Cult
yeah.
Mechanics wouldn't be bad.
Yeah, he believes he can get you the
Get failed cult
a medical facility installed as well. So
All right. I
think
think
they're
we got a deal.
letting exporting medical stuff. So
capital class stuff. We don't put those on freighters. But okay. So yeah, then we'll head to Manon. We'll get our upgrades here and then head to Manon.
Yep.
Good.
and you get your upgrades there, and then any kind of weapon upgrades that you can afford. You can
He broke up for me.
Same.
Yeah, same here.
I basically just summarize that you can get your basic engine and transponder upgrades here, get your medical and water tightening done up and on, and if you can manage to afford any sort of like upgrades to your main guns, or if you want to install the gun that pops out next to the ramp, you can get that done or Mento. And all that can get arranged before you leave.
All right. So essentially, some of the payment for this job is going to be in upgrades.
That's
Well, I mean,
fine.
you'll have to, before you leave, work that out with the assistant for the Separatist guy, since they agreed to help pay for some of this. With Vorn himself, since Vorn's essentially going to front the cash ahead of time, so you don't have to pay at these locations. You can just land, and they'll get to work while you're doing your business.
Fair enough.
Which is all things we can work out between the sessions, so that when the next session starts, we can just jump into doing the role play of getting all that set up and be on your way.
All right. Sounds like a plan. We'll take both jobs then.
Yep.
All right, and that concludes
I'm
your
gonna-
meeting with the rebels.
I'm going to the last thing I'm going to do to mention the Vorn is we're also interested in trying to see about Mon Calamari, but only after we've gotten everything outfitted.
He's
know.
not. Yeah, he's not personally in charge of that one, but he'll pass that up the chain to keep you guys in consideration for that that you're offering.
All right. I kind of hope the fact that we're not just willing to just do it right away works in our favor, meaning that we're not just being suicidal.
Yeah.
Hey, you got this brand new, fresh ship from the factory. Do you want to go through a blockade run on Mon Cal?
No.
The dude overseeing like all the transport guys is like the only one who could vouch for you guys. And this is like random separatist leader we just met. You know? And yet here you show up with this brand new ship. Are they trying to play us? Are they taking us for a ride? Yeah, no. I can assure you the caution will certainly show favorably for you.
All right. Well, that was a good session, guys.
I'm kind of glad. I'm kind of glad that I was going to do a practical joke and it backfired, because that was even funnier than what I was planning on trying to do, and spooking you guys. Looking at the pools.
Yeah.
And at first I was thinking, oh, it's suddenly going flat because all of a sudden whatever water's dripping into is dripping onto Bly's head.
Yeah.
But
No.
there was no mention of dripping water.
I never got to look in the pool to see if it's just a force-sensitive pool, if that's what was going on.
That's what I'm figuring.
I'm pretty sure that's what it was.